In the words of the legendary Lou Gellerman, hello, dog fans, and welcome to the Sound the Siren podcast because everything matters, including recapping a win over Colorado State, previewing UC Davis, Husky Couture, our normal shenanigans. I'm your host, Hooligan7. I am joined at the moment by DJ K. Woody and Hood Husky. We expect to be joined at some point by the Darker Knight and JCap. Guys, how are you doing this evening?
Great.
Doing very well. Can't complain.
And as always, we are on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Sound the Siren UW, as well as soundthesirenuw.substack.com. Please subscribe us and leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening to our show. And if you're watching us on YouTube, hello there. Please like this video, hit that subscribe button to get notified when we post new content or go live, as is our habit now. We of course have to start with beverages. Hood, I'll kick this one to you. What do you have this evening?
Oh, that's hilarious, man. It's too good to savor into the show, but I actually went out and got me some McDonald's Sprite.
Nice.
I couldn't keep myself composed though. I chugged it. It's so delicious. But I got my water right next to me. So
nice. DJ, how about you?
Man, I don't got nothing like that. That's iconic right there. The McDonald's Sprite. That's not even lying.
Drink.
No, I just got water.
Yeah, I've got water, and I've got the last little bit of a Holy Pop root beer to get that last little bit of fiber in my diet or what I consume today. I do have. I don't know if either of you have a stupid tweet, but and certainly without further ado, here's the Darker Knight. Welcome in. I do have a stupid tweet that needs to be called out, and this one is from @Benny_Bets33 from a couple of days ago, wondering about why our fan base is so enamored or says so many nice things about Mike Penix, and he said give Locker or others the same scheme and players around him, and he put up the same numbers and the same record. Respectfully, get the fuck out of here. No, Mike is generational. No disrespect to Locker or Tui or any of the other really good quarterbacks we've had at the University of Washington. If you don't understand why Mike Penix is special, go talk to some other people that understand. Go talk to some people that understand football because
Yeah, that was
because
bad.
you don't.
I got two things. I mean, they're not I got two tweet or anything like that, but for one, again, this isn't really a tweet. This is like a news. I'm pissed off that Red Zone's gonna have commercials. That's a different topic, but that's annoying. But the other more relevant thing with the Huskies is we put our recap video out, and all these comments from all these Duck fans thinking that we stole this idea from them, that they invented videos and recap videos, and they are so mad about it. So shout out to those Duck fans who thinks the world revolves around them. That was hilarious.
Meanwhile, we were putting out the Pursuit during the 2016 season, which,
and before,
hey, Duck fans, I know you struggle with this subject in school, but that was 9 fucking years ago.
So stupid.
You guys may have created the, more uniform combinations than known to mankind. Congratulations, but recap videos are not your original creation, and not that even Washington is the creator of them either, but get over yourselves, please.
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt we're the ones, but definitely saw them before Oregon, and we didn't.
Nothing existed before they did it. So.
Well, and college football didn't exist till 1994, so I can understand their confusion.
Yeah.
Any other stupid tweets did you say you had another one?
No, it was more so news about just being mad about the Red Zone stuff. I saw a bunch of tweets about that. That's what I was kind of referring to.
That, and if we're going to go slightly off topic, I'll also call out Shannon Dreyer for trying to say that the Mariners didn't bring Harry Ford up to catch. It's like, well, then why do you bring him up? That's his position. not like he's played extensively elsewhere on the diamond. And I mean, we did try out a guy with a 57 WRC plus against right-handed pitchers this year. So could it really be any worse?
Her. I can't believe she has a following.
I just feel like I honestly kind of feel bad for everybody that works for Cairo, because they have to be just the propagandist mouthpieces for the Seattle Mariner organization.
They're state media. They can't say anything wrong about them.
Yeah. Darker Knight, welcome. How you doing tonight, bud?
Oh, doing good. Ready to talk some dogs.
Which I think we should get to now. I think that's enough about the Mariners and enough about our feathered friends to the south. So we'll kick it into Husky Couture. Let me share my screen here real quick, and we'll go first with your selection. Talk us through this one that you spotted.
So just waiting for it to pop up here. It should be, So with this, should be a company called uncivilizedstore.com. It's actually a sneaker channel that I follow, but they occasionally have some odes to Seattle. And I actually caught the original dedication to Prince. They had one that they released a couple years ago that I still have, and this one I have to cop this Friday. So you're able to go to uncivilizedstore.com. They make everything, in store. They're located in the U.S. It's a really cool brand. They got some really cool stuff, but this one just screams Husky. So it's if you see there, it's a Purple Rain pack. I got to see what else is in that pack, but I'm definitely grabbing that shirt.
Yeah, it's fire. I saw. I'll tell you, and I wasn't aware of the brand before. There was a pretty fire Ninja Turtles shirt that I was like, ooh, that might have to join my collection. But
especially if you're a '90s kid, they have a lot of dedication in '90s. So
I'm about to check that out.
Yeah, I am definitely a '90s kid for sure. Toggle it over, and we will go with. We'll start off with my selection for Husky Couture this week, which is going to be a part of a trend, a little preview here, but it's the brand new Washington football embroidered tri-stripe crew neck from Home Field. You got the stripe in the neck, you got the stripe on the hem and the cuff with the helmet, and a pretty simple, graphic. By the way, I will also call out, this is already in stock at the bookstore. I saw it walking down to the game Saturday night. So anybody that's in the market, it's there for you to snag. Hopefully you don't get any snags in the garment. You just snag the garment. All right, Hood, I'll kick it to you for your selection here.
Oh man, I think it's already sold out too, man. That's kind of whack, but it was Home Field as well. Hooligan and I have similar tastes. The tri-stripe crew neck was one of my favorites on there too. But I'm a fan of hats, man, and this was stupid dummy, bro. Trucker, come on. I love me a snap. I need that in my life. It's sold out though. I got it in the cart, but it's sold out. Looks like it did. Dang. That's whack. I'll wait to find me.
Yeah, Home Field's pretty good. I don't think they'd have put that notify me when available if they weren't going to run it back.
Yeah.
And then
that goes stupid.
Darker Knight, I think you sent this one. I think I did. This may be a repeat appearance for this one, but it's well worth it.
Man, I mean, it speaks for itself. Look at it. I mean, the way the graphic of the U and the dub right there on the front. I love the white stripes on the sleeves. It's something different, something unique. In the puff print too. Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yep.
That goes down.
Well, we did have one other selection, but we'll save it for our buddy JCap for either next week or the week after. And let's go ahead and move into our recap of the game Saturday night against Colorado State. We'll do general thoughts first. Oh, go ahead, DJ.
I forgot. I had one other stupid tweet saved.
All right.
Mind. One more.
We can kick it back to stupid tweets.
Sorry.
The more the merrier.
I just had to do this one. Our guy, Thaddeus Dixon, tweeted in July, 12-0. I truly believe every game is winnable. Need you on the same page as us. Appreciate the optimism, but damn.
Well, that and I think it was in response to, I think that was what had been like a Husky account that was the first like podcast or like Twitter account to enter the transfer portal to become a UNC fan. So,
anyways, yeah.
That sus meter goes to 11.
It looked like a coaching problem over there, but they'll figure it out.
Man, listen.
That was.
It was a nice hate week for Husky fans.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I said it Saturday, but I'll say it again. Darker night. Nice call, and a great weekend for you as a football fan.
Oh yeah. We living good over here.
Come on. I had to call that shit too.
But general thoughts on Colorado State, and then we'll certainly give out some superlatives before we move into our big prediction segment. But general thoughts on Colorado State: what we saw, what we liked, what we didn't, what to keep an eye on going forward.
I think for me personally, I think just the offensive line. I'll start with the positives, man. Seeing the way the offensive line, played, you can tell that togetherness is there. And if this is the floor, I'm excited for the ceiling for sure. Week one is very vanilla for a lot of things. And to see that is the vanilla version of our offensive line, not just how they were executing, but the tenacity as well. Led kind of by Drew and Carver. Like they just really, the tackles are, they seem really, really nasty in their play. And I really love that part. Last previous episode, I was talking about energy was going to bring it. And those guys definitely brought it on the offensive line, set the tone for the game, in my opinion. And then I'll say just elements of improvement. Definitely want to see some improvement from the defensive line, defensive front, man. Now, what I will say is, I was sharing with you guys. I feel like a lot of it was, they wanted to go out there and, implement their, new scheme and things like that, but. They had them playing on their heels, man. Those boys were not super confident in what they were doing, what they were seeing, it seemed like, in the first quarter. And then as the game kind of progressed, you saw, there were some adjustments made, and we started to play more downhill and play a little faster. So I'll say early on the defensive line, and there are a few personnel things. I'm curious how they're going to shake out on the interior there. So positive, negative.
Yeah, to piggyback off Hood, the bright spot was definitely the offensive line and the willing and wanting to stick to the run game. How consistent that was, kind of allow your offense to be explosive in a simple manner. I think just how nasty the offensive line was, and just that mindset of finishing every block really showed, especially in their grades after the game. I think it was indicative of how they played. That was on the positive note. Other positive note is just seeing the young guys get on the field as far as receivers. The moment wasn't too big, although Raiden didn't catch a pass. Like he had some key blocks, especially Spring and Jonah in that long run. Just his effort and that team first mentality. You can see like the ball's going to eventually find him. He's going to make plays. Congrats to Dez for his first collegiate catch. So that was huge. And then we had a fullback touchdown from my hometown guy too. That was cool for Jed to do that. On the things we need to fix, God, where did I start? Well, simple defenses, alignment, and assignments. It seems like, especially, we had times. I mean, we generated 16 pressures, it might have been 17. So I mean, that's good for a game. We only had a handful of tackles for loss, but the pressure wasn't the issue. It was actually getting home and then everyone staying home as far as on the edges. I was disappointed a lot in the edge play, just the inconsistency. Jacob Lane did his thing. I think he really stood out, but that kind of let you know like how poor we looked and how inconsistent we looked right now. So I think it was just a combination of that and then guys kind of thinking too much on defense within the scheme. I think that'll get corrected as the season goes along, but you can just tell in that first game, especially in the safeties and the backers, their eyes were in the backfield a lot, and that's how guys were able to get behind them. Just bad eyes, just not being able to communicate. So I anticipate that, being harped on this week. I want another solid performance this upcoming week. I'm expecting a big deal, but everything else was solid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat what you guys said because I agree with what you guys are saying. But the other couple things I'll touch on is, for one, the playmakers. They showed out on offense, especially our quarterback, running back, and star receiver. They all did their thing. So they're going to be very crucial for us as the season goes on, obviously. But the other thing is, I give these guys a lot of crap, but coaching staff made some good adjustments as the game went on. So you got to give them credit where it's due there. Did not look pretty. That not really the first drive for one of our defense, but the second and third, a little bit of the fourth. They made adjustments, and the yards per carry went down dramatically for defensive side. That is so. That was huge. And then I guess the one thing we'll echo is like the concern is like the defensive line overall in general. Like I was in the offseason was really high on our DL, like the interior defensive line, and they did better as the game went on with adjustments and things like that. But I expected them to be better against a team like Colorado State throughout the whole game and dominate. So that was a little disappointing. The edge play, which we knew was kind of a concern going into the season. So I was hoping that's not going to – we got to stay healthy there because we don't have much depth at all. Just got to improve on that and be better. But, even on defense, when we got better during the game and we gave up some scores. One of them was off their fumble where they just had to go 50 yards to score a touchdown. Like, we shouldn't – no really excuses there. We shouldn't have let that happen. But the other touchdown – just a couple of blown assignments. Other than that, like we should have stopped them on 30-19 or whatever it was, and they would have had 14 points, and then everyone would have been talking about differently about the outcome. I feel like, but
I think a lot of the agita that I had Saturday night, to kind of build off that, DJ, is I think a lot of the agita is if Landon doesn't snap it off of Damon's chest pad, we score and we're either up 17-7 going to the half or 21-7, and it's an entire, with the opportunity to then stretch it game to 28-7, and we're coasting, feeling really good about ourselves for basically the entire second half at that point. But I'll credit certainly some resiliency there to kind of ride the I think there were times there's certainly particularly after that busted coverage. I think we saw it last year where the team, some instances they had the resiliency to just kind of ride the storm and keep pressing and ultimately come out with a win. And then times where breaks went against them last year and they continued to go against them the rest of the way. So certainly credit there. Certainly I will say, echoing the point on the offensive line, that's a very encouraging performance from the offensive line for me. I will say, one thing that I'll call out, it won't be, who I would give the helmet sticker to, but a couple of plays in particular, Sicario Davis, as advertised.
Agreed.
And I think the biggest thing that is a thing to, I'll even say it's the biggest thing for me that I'm worried about moving forward that I saw Saturday night that needs to get corrected for the good of not only the player in question, but the fortunes of the entire team. Damon Williams needs to learn to slide. Like, hey, Oregon game, Devon, you want to put your shoulder into somebody and try and pick up some extra yards, do it. Game 1 against Colorado State, we don't need a Jake Locker situation. We don't need an Isaiah Standback, Liz Frank injury. I'm not that you can have a Liz Frank injury lowering your shoulder, but the health of Demond Williams is crucial to the success of this football team. It's okay, slide.
Especially if it's we already got the first down, or if it's a first down run, like there's maybe
you ain't got nothing to prove, big dog.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. To what Darker Knight was saying, just about the youth playing, man, that was the super fun part for me. It feels like guys have been on campus for a long time, but we're playing a lot of freshmen and redshirt freshmen from obviously like RDA, Pocky, Rashawn Clark, Leroy Bryant, just a ton of young guys, man, that are getting their opportunities. And I think another huge position group that stood out to me was one that, we were all confident, was one of the deepest groups all offseason, and that was just the DBs. And just how they showed up, having 5 to 6 of them on the field at once, and having all of them kind of showcase their skill and ability. So I think that was real fun to see. The youth on the defense, guys like Devin Hyde, going out there and getting a sack as well. So seeing the future was really cool. This go around, I didn't take too much from the defensive performance, the early defensive performance. I was actually far more impressed with the sense of urgency when it came to adjusting. It didn't take multiple possessions multiple quarters to adjust. By the second quarter, they had already started to, just kind of schematically and, personnel wise change things up. So that's one thing I'll say I'm very impressed with from the coaching staff as well. Something we didn't see a lot of last year in regards to like adjusting on the fly or having the acumen to even do so.
Did,
I think
going off the topic.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask with the fumble, that was out of a timeout. Did anyone know? Did Jed give an explanation for that? Like why or how that happened? I don't know if he did. I didn't hear anything.
No, I didn't hear any.
With the fumble?
Yeah,
I heard.
Yeah.
It was the mom was making a check at the line, and Landon thought he heard first down. So
okay.
He hiked the ball. And he was making a check at the line, so he heard first down. Once he heard the mom's voice, he just snapped the ball. So Jed came out and said after the game that was on Landon.
Okay. I texted you guys during that. I was like, I didn't even like us calling timeout then anyways. At least early on, it was a minute 40 left. It was third down. So, like, if we didn't get a first, maybe we punt it and they give them a lot more time. So I didn't like that timeout to begin with. At least not so early in the play clock. But, yeah.
I think it was probably a person. My suspicion is that was probably a personnel grouping that we saw something we didn't like. And I think we were at like the 31 or 32 yard line in that situation. And other than a loss on a significant loss on the play, I think we're probably in 4 down territory, particularly
that. It was like
late.
37. I think we could have kicked a field goal and so still give them the ball back.
Right. It was either a field goal but I also like with some of the adventures we had with field goals last year. That's a longer field goal. That's probably looking at 48, 49 yards. That's certainly a situation where you could go for it, and I wouldn't fault them. And even if you go for it and miss, you throw an incompletion, you're still setting your defense up to. It's not like you're giving them 30 yards to defend. You're giving Colorado State would still have a long field with not a lot of time.
Thanks.
So
I think too it says a lot about our expectations because they only gave up 265 yards in total offense. Mm-hmm. So we're looking at the explosives and the mistakes, and that's the fewest yards we've given up since that Northwestern game last year. So it's also giving the defense credit for bouncing back, especially in that second half when they were basically lights out. They got put in some bad positions. They also we put ourselves in some bad positions, but the way they were able to fight, everyone able to kind of sell out and do their job. I think the rotations didn't seem as late. There was way more communication, and I think that bodes well moving forward. Just the adjustments and how quick they were able to adapt.
And while it's obviously a new year, a ton of turnover has happened. If you look at Colorado State and how they finished last year, I think they had one loss in conference. They finished third overall in the Mountain West, and then just comparatively, the Nevada team Michigan played, and the New Mexico team that Michigan played New Mexico, and Penn State played Nevada. So just comparatively to those Mountain West teams who finished below Nevada, I feel like we did a very good job just kind of comparing our performances to theirs.
They adjusted fast too, and I was listening to Jed talk on the Coach's Show with Tony Castricone, and he was saying how they did a lot of things that they didn't show previously on film because they had 10 new starters. So, you can prep for a scheme, but you really don't know how they're going to use certain players. And he really credited Colorado State for putting his guys in position, knowing that they were kind of overwhelmed in certain areas. And I think, it took us a while to adjust to that because you hadn't practiced that all week. You had to prepare for what they were doing because you had no idea when and where they were going to be. So the way they used that backup quarterback, that kind of utility kid, I think
that you called Hooligan. Cool. Hooligan called that.
He made an impact on the game. You really didn't know where they were going to put him. They put him in the slide. You didn't know if they were going to run end around, double pass. He ran routes. He almost executed the fake field goal. So they were pulling out all the stops.
What was up on that play?
They were pulling out all the stops. So they threw everything at the end of the kitchen sink at the Huskies. I think they blitzed us 70% of the time, which is one of the highest blitz rates in the FBS. So for week one, they tried everything they could, and the team responded well. So it gives me some hope.
And just thinking about how the offensive line, we're giving all positive remarks, and they got blitzed 70% of the time. You know what I mean? And we're talking about the defensive line, and I think Roman posted that Nicolosi was getting the ball out in 2.19 seconds, which was faster than the fastest NFL average over the season. So we were dealing with some very kind of unique circumstances for sure, and just the way that we stayed vanilla but confident in our process and things like that. That's what I appreciate. And just the adjustment. That's why I'm not taking these, having this knee-jerk, I don't think this show was a great showing. And no, it's week one. It's impressive when somebody like Matt Patricia has so much install. That's impressive. That's stuff people don't understand, that everybody's working with vanilla. That's why you want these types of matchups early in the season. And you don't want these big-time games early in the season, because you just don't know. So,
what up, JCap?
What's good, big dog?
We're
Mr. Caps.
We're finishing. We're getting close to the end of our kind of recap and what we liked out of the game against Colorado State. Just about to get to our we'll do helmet stickers, one on each side of the ball. Well, since you're newly arrived, we'll give you first crack at helmet stickers for an offense and a defensive player for you from Saturday night.
Oh, I go first? Cool. Jonah Coleman and Alex McLaughlin. That's easy.
Oh, come on.
I mean, we're really going out on the limb there, bro.
Really going out.
Really going out.
It's pretty obvious, but yeah.
Darker night.
Pretty crazy that Alex McLaughlin didn't get a game ball for Saturday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, my two are a little different. I'm gonna go Drew as a party and Jacob Lane.
Bet it up.
Jacob Lane would be my second choice.
Yeah, Azzo definitely deserves the recognition. DJ, how about you?
I mean, it's only fitting I go next, because JCap stole my two.
Sorry, bro.
I mean, you can't go wrong with those two, especially Jonah Coleman. He's Big Ten Offensive Player of the Week. It's obvious. But yeah, those are my two as well.
I'm taking McKellen Steen and Gary Hatchett.
All right.
Oh.
Wait, who did you take for offense?
Gary Hatchett.
Controversial.
Fix your face.
That's fine. I will send things to you and let you know somebody was setting the tone for that offensive line. I'll tell you that. And he was part of it.
I'm gonna go certainly for the aforementioned play where the read was not in question and he attacked downhill. I'll say Rashawn Clark for a big momentum play there. He was, I think, in the right spots all night. I don't know necessarily what the announcers were looking at, saying that their kicker was running wide open because yes, there was a little bit of space, but our defender was running parallel to him, like about a yard, maybe a yard away, and I think that might have been Leroy, and he's got the closing speed that if Taj Bullock could put that ball in the air,
he's taking that the kicker route.
Yeah, who's going to win a 50-50 ball, like a kicker or a defensive back? To quote you, Hood, that very well could have turned us into a situation where there might have been some cookies.
Stick your hands in that jar now.
And then I guess I'll take the obvious one on offense for a or should I just say the Denzel Mostyn catch?
Ooh. I like it.
That was a nice play by Denzel, and obviously a key element to our offense this season, and a huge piece, going forward. All right, let's get into some big predictions. Oh, go ahead, Dark Knight.
I was just gonna say, Jed was he didn't give Denzel a game ball because he didn't get 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Nah, I hold Denzel to a higher standard. You didn't get 100 yards. Everybody else got game balls."
A small little tidbit too, if you notice, the referees around the country are letting it play a little more physical. The DBs and these targeting calls, they didn't really call anything all week one. We had Rashid Williams getting pulled on, Denzel getting tackled. We tackled Jackson Warren a few times, and if you watched around the country, there was a bunch of targetings and a bunch of PIs that were not called.
Mm-hmm.
There was a pretty questionable targeting called in the New Mexico game
with Barham.
Jayshon Barham, yeah.
I mean, it still would look like a.
And speaking of targeting, they're definitely on one of Denzel's punt returns. They were leading with the helmet quite a bit, and in particular, there was a distinct on one of the 3 sacks that Damon took. There was a launch and not a face mask into Damon's head. It was the crown of the helmet for damn sure. But let's go ahead, since we do with this ridiculous conference of 18 teams.
It's a lot of games.
There's a lot of games. We'll try and be a little more efficient than we were last week, and then there are a couple of bonus games that I do have on here. But starting it off, Friday night at 4:30, it's our favorite team from the state of Illinois, Average Joe's famous, Western Illinois Leathernecks are back again, this time against the Northwestern Wildcats. There's not a line on this game because...
Did they score the same amount of points last week? I think they did.
Probably.
Oh, bro.
Dogs off the leash.
So I'll go first on this one. I won't say this with a whole lot of confidence, but I hope Northwestern wins. And I Northwestern, I'll take Northwestern.
I got Northwestern. Go Wild, go Wildcats.
Northwestern.
All right. Another directional Illinois, this time Northern Illinois, traveling to College Park for a 4:30 game on the Big Ten Network Friday night. Maryland is a 16. The Terps are a 16.5 point favorite, over under at 45.5. I think Maryland's got something with Malik Washington. It's probably about the only thing they have, but they've got something with Malik Washington.
Yeah,
enough to handle Northern Illinois for sure.
Yep. I think they cover. I think they cover and they get, and it's over the points.
Yep, I agree. DJ, you agree?
Yeah, 16.5 is. I thought it'd be higher spread, but yeah, I got Maryland.
All right. Saturday morning, there's 5 9 a.m. games featuring Big Ten teams. First up is Florida International traveling into Happy Valley, which I don't think will be a very happy valley for them against number 2 Penn State.
It will not.
This one is on the Big Ten Network. The Nittany Lions are a 42.5 point favorite. Over under on this one is 54.5.
Do we even need
Won't won't cover, and over 4.
Yeah.
I don't know who's the Florida International starting running back.
I have no idea. I know they got everybody. I know they got everybody that was good last year taken, and they went all over the country.
Oh.
I think they got a Sammy Sosa son.
Do they?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know.
I don't watch FIU.
Yeah, I think his middle name is Cork.
I hope they fly international. That's about it.
All right. We'll move on to one that is actually an interesting matchup that we could talk a little bit about, and that is the number 11 Illinois Fighting Illini traveling to Durham, North Carolina to play Duke. It is a 9 a.m. game on ESPN. Illinois is a 2.5 point favorite on the road with the over-under at 49.5.
Man, I watched Duke struggle against Elon. I'm not choosing Duke at all, and they struggled at home. Give me Illinois.
Elon.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Elon, not Musk.
Elon should have won.
What the?
I got Illinois. I will say, while I still feel like their ceiling is what I thought it was preseason, actually watching it and seeing it play, you see that it's still a high floor, and it is some fun, disciplined football. Them and Rutgers are going to be very similar this year, in my opinion. I just got the steady Eddie Fighting Illini.
Yep. Illini, they cover, but I think it's the under. I don't know that these two teams are going to get to 49.5.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. What's the spread?
If they do get to 49.5, it's the Illini doing the lion's share of the work.
Yeah, give me that Illini. I'll take them too.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said, DJ.
I said give me the Illini. I'll take them too.
All right.
Did JCap say?
JCap, did you go?
I said Illini for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
All right.
Confident.
For sure.
The Fighting Dookies.
Sorry, I was losing connection for a second there. I got it back. We good.
Moving on to a game they call El Asico, and that is Iowa traveling to Ames to play number 16 Iowa State. This is a 9 a.m. game on Fox. The Cyclones are a 3.5 point favorite with the over-under at 41.5.
I got the Cyclones. I got over. And I got the cover.
Yeah. I think the Cyclones cover, and I'll take the over as well.
Yeah, I'll take Iowa State.
Muy fácil.
Although I will say the other thing of note in this game is I believe for 5 consecutive years the road team has won this football game.
Oh, wow. That's hella random.
Really?
Ooh.
Wow. So you guys all chose Iowa State?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are tempting me to choose Iowa. All right.
Josh Payne would say a paper popper.
Give me Iowa.
All right. There you go, DJ.
Not confident, but
Darker Knight, did you pick?
I like Iowa, too.
Yeah, Iowa State in the cover.
All right.
All right. Moving on to the Kennesaw State Owls traveling into Bloomington to play number 23 Indiana.
I'm just going to pencil in everyone for Indiana real quick.
Yeah. I think the only debate here is does Indiana cover 36.5 after struggling a little bit last week. I'll take Indiana, but I say they don't cover, but I'll still take the over, which is 52.5.
Yeah, same here, Hooligan. Same here.
Yeah.
I think Kennesaw State
I was shocked to see
better than Old Dominion. Their quarterback came out the gate and freaking ran one to the crib. Quarterback had 2 super long. Yeah, give me Indiana. They don't cover it in the field.
Indiana.
All right. In a team that whose mascot looks a lot like our old friend Sparky from Arizona State, Northwestern State Demons traveling to Minnesota for a 9 a.m. game on the Big Ten Network. Minnesota. Big.
Yeah, it's Minnesota.
Yep.
Minnesota.
Grambling at number 1 Ohio State 12:30 on the Big Ten Network.
I
Buckeyes.
see my HBCU like this.
They get in the check.
Yes.
They about to get that check and go ahead get back on that bus.
Moving on to one that could be a little interesting and some interesting commentary this week from Mike Gundy and Dan Lanning. And Mike Gundy needs to shut the hell up, and I'm defending Dan Lanning, which makes me want to vomit. And that is the Oklahoma State Cowboys traveling to play number 6 Oregon at 12:30 on CBS and Paramount Plus. The Ducks are a 29.5-point favorite over the Pokes, with the over/under at 56.5. I hate myself.
If this was
but the Ducks cover, and I think the Ducks might get to the over all by themselves.
This game's over at halfime.
Why do you give them bulletin board material?
The over and they don't cover. But I talked to some Oklahoma State people, and they said that Gundy was not talking about Oregon. He was more so doing the thing that Dion was doing, Saban was doing, challenging the boosters. He was trying to do that type of thing, and it just got taken out of context. So that's what they were saying. He was saying that if you hear the question and like the line of questioning, I guess the context of it, I guess that's what the thing is.
Okay.
He's trying to say we need more money.
Well, that's somewhat respectable because the way the context of complaining about pay to win, I'm pretty sure the contract language for Gundy's got something to do with wins and losses.
Facts, yeah.
Oregon,
all right,
is too small in the trenches.
Let's go, Zane.
It's too small in the trenches.
Let's go, Zane Flores. We need you.
All right.
I need Des Bryant to come out, Justin Blackman.
All of
Barry Sanders.
Come back for this game. Just come out one game.
Garth Brooks might need to suit up for the folks.
I don't know how much use Justin Blackman will be in 2025.
He got that white. I mean, he'll play between the white lines. The other white lines.
All right. Another 12:30 game. This one on our favorite streaming platform.
Let's get it.
Miami of Ohio at Rutgers. Rutgers is a 15.5-point favorite. Over under on this one is at 45.5. Miami is coming off a 17-0 loss in Camp Randall. But Rutgers' defense was not particularly notable. I'll take Rutgers to win, but not cover, and I'll take the under.
Rutgers wins. Rutgers covers. It's the under.
I'll take Rutgers as well.
Yeah, same.
I got Rutgers. I don't know about all those other answers, but they'll win.
They need to win.
All right. Middle Tennessee State at Wisconsin, 1 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. The Badgers are a 28.5-point favorite. 45.5 is the over-under. Based on what I saw last week from Wisconsin, I think they will win this game. I don't think they get to 28.5 points, let alone win by 28.5 points. So I will say Wisconsin wins, does not cover, and I'll take the under.
How serious is the quarterback's injury? They got hurt. Is he fine? Does anyone know?
Who?
I think he's going to miss this week.
I think he might be out for a few weeks.
But it's not season ending like previous quarterbacks they've had.
Now, the article on ESPN right now says that he is likely out against.
I got Middle Tennessee State.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Is this a group of 65? The field? Hey, this sounds like a perfect NCAA first round matchup. I might take it if my bracket was filled.
I got Middle Tennessee State.
All right.
I do not. I got Wisconsin, but
I
do
not.
All right. Ranked on ranked.
I think Wisconsin can fall forward and win.
Yeah, ranked on ranked. Bryce Underwood takes the number 15 Michigan Wolverines to number 18 Oklahoma for a 4:30 game on ABC. The Sooners are a 5.5-point favorite. Over under at 45 or 44.5. Excuse me. I'm I forgot to check with John Mateer on what the line was for this game.
He's Venmoing somebody right now.
That's too good.
I'll take the Wolverines, and I'll take the under.
Give me Oklahoma. Those DBs look toasted against New Mexico in the big house. You're going Norman. Give me Oklahoma.
Oh, we got to send this clip to your brother so he knows.
Oh, I texted him about it today. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I gave him a score too. 27-17 Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got
ain't got nobody to throw to.
Yeah.
I got Ohio. Oh, sorry, Ohio. I got Oklahoma winning. I don't think they get to them points. I think it's kind of a sloppy defensive kind of game, and I think John Mateer's feet kind of win the game for Oklahoma, just like and his extension of the plays. I think this is a real sloppy 21-17, 17-14, 17-13 type of game. It's still super early in the season, so we're still going to have like a lot of like terrible execution, vanilla offenses, vanilla defenses. And I just think Oklahoma is just a little bit more of a mature team potentially, in my opinion. So I got Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm with Hood. Give me Brent Venables against a freshman quarterback.
Yeah, I don't
You
have
got the riding with Skeletor, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Oklahoma too, but yeah, I think it's by a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel confident, but I have to choose someone.
I got Oklahoma.
But I guess going with the home.
I mean, it's gonna be. I think Mateer has some turnovers and stuff. That fucking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's also just hard to pick a freshman quarterback in his first road start, especially in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
I'm just doing it to be a contrarian.
Their trenches aren't good though.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, 4:30 on the Big Ten Network. The Akron Zips traveling into Lincoln to play Nebraska. Who the Huskers are a 34.5 point favorite. Over under at 47.5. I'll take Nebraska. Does not cover the under.
Yep, same. Nebraska does not cover.
Yeah.
Yep. That's good.
Yep. Run the air out of the ball.
Nebraska, unfortunately.
They're gonna pass the air out the ball. That's what they're gonna do.
All right, moving on to Mr. Faith, Family, and Football brings Georgia Southern into his former place of employment at USC at 4:30 on Fox Sports 1. The Trojans are a 28.5 point favorite. The over-under on this one is 61.5. I'll go first on this one again. And I'll say that the Trojans themselves cover the over-under. The Trojans by 1 billion.
They might beat them worse than they just beat Missouri State.
Yeah, Missouri State had a good running back, but blowout.
I forgot Clay Helton still coaches there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They gave him an extension.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't use them, but give me the Trojans.
That's a barbecue chicken alert.
Nobody else.
That's cooked.
That was good, DJ. That was good.
Technically, it's a barbecued eagle.
Oh, see.
I'm really mad nobody else caught that, but all right.
Thanks, JCap.
He said it so
I got you,
I didn't even hear.
I'll catch it on the edit tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna hold that for a while. That's hilarious, bro.
Damn it.
That's out of pocket and nobody else caught it. But all right, cool.
I love it.
Speaking of Eagles, the Boston College Eagles travel into East Lansing to play Michigan State on 4:30 on NBC and Peacock. Sparty is a 4.5 point favorite with the over/under at 46.5.
Sparty's a how many point favorite?
4.5.
4.5 at
They
home
will-
against Boston
they will-
College.
They will cover it and it'll be the under.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
Cover.
I would agree with that.
Yep, covering the under.
Aiden Childs looks nice, but I just think
Same. Yeah, Michigan State.
Yeah.
It's too much damn consensus on this podcast tonight.
Well, here's the problem: is that these early season games there aren't many
trash.
Great matchups. We're gonna start
And,
having some
this
very
is a
different
game
opinions
Boston
a
College
couple
could
weeks
win,
from now.
Yeah.
but
All right, another directional Illinois. This one's Southern Illinois.
Is this a record for the most directional Illinois schools in one conference league? Jesus fucking
I
Christ,
think they got
dude.
that state covered.
we got
The only thing we're missing is Eastern Illinois.
We're missing
Or
Eastern
Central Illinois.
Shit.
Oh, see them too.
There's nothing there.
Oh.
But so it's the Southern Illinois Salukis traveling to West
Salukis?
Lafayette.
Oh my
The
god.
Salukis. They're a kind of dog,
Fair
which
enough.
we can't hate him for.
I love the dogs.
I'll take Purdue.
Told you it's another NCAA tournament game.
There's no line on this one because the Southern Illinois is FCS.
I got Purdue.
Purdue.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, give me Purdue. I didn't know they're FCS though. If they're, I guess I used them in basketball because I've seen them in the NCAA tournament. But there's like 300 teams in basketball, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
Purdue looked decent last week.
They did.
Yeah.
They actually did.
UCLA travels to UNLV for a 5:00 game on CBS Sports Network. The Bruins are a 2.5 point favorite for some reason. Over under on this one is 53.5. I will go first. Dan Mullen and the Runnin' Rebs run on UCLA, and it's an 0-2 start for the Baby Blues. Sorry to our friend Trevor. But yeah, I'll take UNLV.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Why sorry to Trevor?
Trevor's a secret UCLA fan. Everyone shame him for it, please.
What? Why?
For the sake of the Big Ten and the reputation, I'm going to take UCLA close.
That's what I was
Set yourself
going to
up for disappointment, my friend.
say. I said they
They
cover
looked
too.
dookie against
I think
Utah.
they cover as well.
I know. Utah just mauled.
It was Devin Dampier more
Oh
than
my
anything. It was
goodness.
just,
Thank you for the
The
correction.
trenches.
and they don't have to deal with that at all. So UNLV be a whole different problem. Once again, I understand it's Dan Mullen, but it's still week 2 and everything's still vanilla. So it's really about the athletes pretty early on in the season. So
So are you taking UCLA or UNLV?
you at UCLA,
All right.
I'm taking
Oof.
UNLV.
and I got them to cover as well.
Ooh. Well, I guess only favored by 2.5. So.
All
Yeah,
right.
exactly. Yeah.
I was like, oh, spicy. Yes, that's
All right. Moving into the bonus round. Let's talk a little bit about San Diego State traveling in to the Palouse to play the Cougars. The Aztecs are a 1.5 point favorite, over under at 45.5. I know nothing about San Diego State, but I know that Washington State is ass. So give me the Aztecs.
Nearly gave away that game against
Fighting Cardi
Idaho.
B's.
Oh god.
I got San
Jesus Christ.
I got San Diego State. Man. Go Aztecs.
Yeah.
I don't even think they're gonna finish 2 in the pack too. Yeah, give me San Diego State.
I mean, Aztec Warrior.
I'll take the Cougs. No confidence, but gonna be different.
Gonna be different. That's a reason.
That's just the reason.
No
DJ does that all the
confidence,
time.
but
Come
just
on, man.
gonna be-
There's no
After the shirt
I know,
you posted
just
last
no
week,
confidence,
you're
just
taking the
gotta be
Cougs this week, DJ. I'm disappointed.
I feel bad for them. Sorry.
All
This
right.
a
DJ's
pity pick.
notorious for picking the other pick just so he can get a lead
All right.
in the season standings.
Final bonus game, and this one is an intra-conference clash between the Big 12 and the SEC. Number 12, Arizona State, going into Stark Vegas to play Mississippi State at 4:30 on ESPN2.
Ooh.
The Sun Devils are a 6.5 point favorite with the over-under at 59.5.
Cover, and it's definitely
keeping his team out of downtown. So
cover and definitely the under. But I think Arizona State, wins by 2+ possessions in this. It might start off slow, but I think in this is a situation where culture just wins out. Winning pedigree at this point. Sam Leavitt's the best player on the field.
Yep. Yeah, I've got Arizona State in this one.
Same.
I don't want to talk about this game in terms of breaking it down, but you want to talk about a culture clash that's happening this weekend in college football. 7:15 p.m. on ESPN Saturday night. Stanford, yes, that's Stanford, is playing at BYU.
Oh boy,
Jesus,
that's interesting.
BYU by 30.
Yeah, BYU wins by a lot, and then I got.
Well, this wasn't a bonus game. I wasn't necessarily advocating for selections in this game.
Was just
saying it's a
yeah. Oh, I know. I know what you were. I picked up what you put down.
I got Stanford.
Yeah, that's a. But moving into our game, not that we have a line on it because we are playing an FCS opponent, but of course, for the second consecutive week, we're playing 8:00 on the Big Ten Network. The UC Davis Aggies coming into Husky Stadium. Keys to the game, things that keys to the game are obvious. Show up, be effective, not choke away the game against an FCS opponent. But the things we're looking for out of this one.
I think just in the small snippet I got to see UC Davis, their quarterback is electric and a gamer. I would say hit him early and often. I would say something I'm concerned about in regards to that, though, is going to be I didn't necessarily come away from the game thinking that, our defense was fast. So being able to contain that little quarterback is going to be a tough one. But the primary thing I noticed, just analyzing their personnel, is just they're pretty small. They're pretty small. So that should be the primary reason why we win this game. Just being able to impose your will on offense and defense, overwhelm them, hit that quarterback, like I said. And this is a game where you kind of have to make a team quit. Because as long as you keep these guys in the game, they're going to scrap. So, a vanilla game that you step on a neck.
Yeah. Unlike Colorado State, you have the clear size and strength advantage in the trenches. If your D-line can't get off in this game and or learn from the mistakes of last week, then we got bigger issues. I do want to note that they were up in their last game, 17-0, until they had a weather delay, and so the game got called. So technically, it should be 2-0, but they're 1-0. So they are a scrappy bunch. They're not going to lay down. So I like the quarterback. I don't know what he's going to do against a legit defense.
Yep.
So we'll see, but I look for us to execute and win comfortably.
Yeah, I'm like you guys. I watched some clips of the quarterback. It seems pretty nice, but I'm not going to go into too much deep detail. We're playing UC Davis. We got to win by a lot, and I don't want it to be at any point what are we doing here? It should never be close after the first quarter. That's all I'm asking for, other than being healthy.
I do want to call out there are a couple of Husky legacies on this team, both with the last name Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. One transferred out.
Yep.
Get the portal.
But yeah, to that point about the roster size, this is a game where you just lean on them. Like that offensive line, this is a day as a party for both Hatchets, for John Mills, for Pocky Finau, for Carver Willis. This is a day to get some more of the depth along the lines.
Yes.
Some reps.
Kai Horton.
Yeah. Lean on him. Adam Muhammad, Jordan Washington, get some carries for Julian McMahon and Quaid Carr. Just
shout out KP.
Dylan
I just
Robinson
think about
should be on
JCap.
the field this third quarter.
Yeah,
Dylan Robinson. Yeah.
Defense. I just want to see some team speed, man. I want to see these guys kind of,
I just think they didn't really feel like they had to run. They did.
You talking about UC Davis?
No, you did against Colorado State. I don't think they felt threatened enough to really have to
run the ball. I mean, we did. I mean, that was Jonah.
Just run to the, you know what I mean?
Oh no, I mean, I think
guys got to the edges and got free, but it wasn't
I think they just
an obvious opportunity for everyone to show off their team speed to get to the ball.
Just watching it multiple times, they just weren't playing fast. You can tell people were thinking.
They were thinking.
People were overthinking stuff. People just looked slow. Everybody looked slow. Guys, defensive linemen would beat their offensive linemen in a one-on-one, and then just stand there in the backfield like they're surprised they got there and wouldn't make a play. Multiple times by time. I think the touchdown run. I think it was the second one. Jacob Lane runs right by the puller. You know what I mean? And if he hits the puller, the linebacker has a clear lane to make the tackle, and it's no gain. So it was just small execution things of just being game one. Guys are in positions they've never been in before. So I think it was just that, and you still won by 21. So comfortably by 21. So
you'll have those games. I mean, just look at the game a couple years ago when we're playing the team down south, and the difference between the attacking defense and the reacting defense. Our defense, that's the same defense you put on the field, but they look totally different in the Pac-12 championship than they did when we played them at home. So I mean, it's just not thinking. I think as the scheme starts to really get implemented, I think guys will play faster. But yeah, to your point, Hood, I've seen a lot of hesitation and a lot of bad eyes because guys were thinking. I think you're going to see less and less of that as we go along.
I agree. Take it out on UC Davis.
All right. Bold predictions before we get to score predictions.
I think we got.
Go ahead.
I think we got 200+ yard rushers in this game.
Oh, okay. That's where you're going with that. Okay. I was going to do something similar. I was actually going to say we get a 100-yard receiver that's not Denzel Boston.
Dude,
Hey, it's just heard about his fair play for last week for Hood, and you took Hood last week, DJ. So karma just came back around.
Yeah, I mean, mine wasn't exact same, but I was gonna say, there's a guy that's gonna be leading receiver that's not a starter, essentially, not Denzel, not Rashid or something. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
I had two. I was going to say Damon completes a pass to 8 different receivers, and then I think Jonah's going over 200 yards rushing.
Damn.
I'd love to see it. I think mine's kind of going to build off of what JCap said with two running backs over 100 yards.
Hey, I said 200-yard rushers. Damon could be.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I'm going to say we're going to rush for over. I'll say we're going to go for over 325.
Woo.
With a degree of hesitation because I know because I've learned my lessons about Jed Fish, and we will pass the ball when we don't need to. I guarantee you we will pass the ball in some spots where we absolutely don't need to, but I'll stick to my guns on that one and say we're going to rush for 325 plus.
Yeah, I don't know how bold this prediction is, but I think we see a true freshman touchdown in this game.
Yep.
From Raiden or Quaid or Julian or somebody.
Yep.
That'd be awesome. Hey, my 300-yard rushing prediction would have happened last week if the stupid college rules with sacks didn't count.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I would have been damn close on my demand with 125.
Yeah.
I was very close on mine. Shout out to Kate Eldridge for trying his best to get me my 5 touchdown scores, bro.
Well, the only problem was that they gave it to Jonah to pay off after the 38-yard run instead of giving it to somebody else.
Yeah.
So here's my quick secondary bold prediction. Jordan Washington will score a touchdown in this game from longer than 30 yards out.
Damn.
This is going to be the pass-heavy game. I'm trying to tell you. Jonah.
As opposed to the other ones with Jed Fisher as our head coach.
Well, I mean, they went out of tendency versus Colorado State and had Jonah 25 touches, 24 rushing, one catch, right? So they kind of broke a trend there. I think, if Amari Evans is playing, I think you're trying to pass the ball.
Yeah.
So
fair.
I think, yeah. So
that's fair.
And this is one of the few games to stat pad, to be honest.
That's true.
There aren't a lot on the schedule this year.
Score predictions. Well, we got another game to stat pad coming up.
Not a lot. It doesn't mean there's only this one. Yeah, two.
But score predictions. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. I think our defense does enough to hold them out the end zone. I do think they get four field goals. So let me see. I'm gonna say 52-12 Dogs.
Mine's a little similar. 45-14. When was the last time we shut a team out? It's been a years, hasn't it? Yeah, but 45-14.
Before that, I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm a simple man. I don't think we're scoring that many points. I'll say 42-6. They get their little two field goals.
They get their little two field goals.
I think they have like 3 total drives that are successful in the game, and they score on 2 of them. You know what I mean? But this should be turnover defense, play with full speed down here. Make mistakes, bro. Make mistakes. The faster you can show you can get out of vanilla, the more prepared you can find. So.
All right, JCap, your score prediction?
Give me 45-10.
All right. I'm gonna go 55-16.
Ooh.
Giving them some
Love
points.
to see it.
It's smart to give the other team some points this year, just off. just because.
I gave them 12.
Freshmen gonna give up some points, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna score when the freshmen get in, but they still held the 3.
Yep. All right. Any final thoughts? Other than to just say go Dogs.
Yeah, no, not really. Hey, y'all gotta stop.
Come on, get out this game unscathed. Take care of yourself.
Slide, please.
Defensive line challenging you to reset the line of scrimmage. Give me plus sacks in this game, like you failed to give me last game. I have faith in y'all to quickly turn it around. DBs, I need y'all flying around. We've been harping about DBU, bringing everything back. So I need y'all to show up and show out. I need a turnover. I need a couple scores on defense.
Hey, you just got to
show the nation, put the nation on notice.
Call swell.
Call swell. 911.
All right. We will be back next week, likely with a crossover episode. We're going to be doing a draft of the best moments in Husky history. We'll start with some friends from the 4th and Inches podcast. But we will also probably at some point in that maybe do a little recap of this one. Otherwise, we'll recap this one the following week in conjunction with our preview of the Apple Cup. Thanks for listening. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.